Now, live from Hollywood, California, all the way from Smokesylvania, it's the Count Smokula Show.
I like rap. She likes rhapsody.
Bring out the map. Let's find some harmony.
Relax, there's no place to go. Come to the Count Smokula Show.
I like rock.
I like hillbilly. Look at the clock.
It's that time, you silly bee.
Relax, there's no place to go. Come to the Count Smokula Show. We have surprises.
We have guests.
We only have the very best.
Opinions to get off our chest.
So on with the flow of the Count Smokula Show.
I like pop.
I like R&B.
Please don't stop.
Bring out the comedy. Relax. There's no...
No, the truth is, it's perfectly regular. Everything's coming out gorgeous, unbelievable, like you wouldn't believe. But I told you, don't call me here because we're going to do a show pretty soon. It's the Count Smokula Show. Baby, yeah, like that. That's it. That's just the way I like it. Oh, hey, we're on the air. I got to go. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Hey, welcome to the Count Smokula Show, the greatest talk show in the world, a place where you can have more fun than you're normally allowed to have with your clothes on. Maybe some of you don't even have your clothes on. I'm watching you. Ha, 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 ha. My special guest today, unbelievable for all you music fans, is one of the great captains of the music industry, a titan, a mogul, a man who rivals the great Clive Davis, the Geffens, the Oedigans, the this and the that, the king of Aggro-Industrial music, whatever the heck that is, and we're going to find out pretty soon what it is from the great Paul Abramson. Let's just go ahead and welcome him. Paul, welcome to the Count Smokula Show. What a pleasure.
Welcome, Count.
That's it. This is the man. You're actually the label manager of the great Aggro-Industrial label called Van Richter Records. Is this the case?
You got it, Count.
The Van Richter is one of the greatest Aggro-Industrial record labels in the world. Maybe the only one, right?
Well, there's a few of us out here, but we certainly have the longevity of, you know, as far as being the only label that's been doing this for this long.
Longevity.
Yes.
How long is this?
9 years now.
9 years. This is almost 3-4 lifetimes in the record business. That's why you're the kingpin, because the king is still standing, right?
They call me the living legend.
The living legend. He's a living legend, ladies and gentlemen, and you're watching him. All you kids who want a record deal, you listen closely. You watch this show. You'll find out exactly how to get it and what it takes to be a recording star in today's competitive market. But before we begin talking and grilling and interviewing the great Paul Abramson, I want his help, because we can't begin the Count Smokula Show right without our major affirmation. And this is something I actually learned from you, Paul. Because being a captain and a mogul in the record industry, it's not easy, right?
No.
You got to be tough. It's a tough business. This is what I heard, right?
It is tough.
Only the tough people survive.
Now the problems, you know, you have to be persevere and you have to work very hard.
Perseverance fighters.
That's right.
That's it.
About 80% work and 20% luck.
Luck. 20% luck is a good thing. And also you travel across the great waters, right?
That's right.
Because a lot of your industrial aggro bands come all the way from the great continent of
Europe.
Europe. I heard of it.
That's right.
You know, let me ask you this, Paul.
Yes.
Yeah, if you're American in the living room,
Yeah.
if you're Asian in the kitchen, if you're African in the bedroom, what are you in the bathroom?
Yourself?
European. Europe. Okay.
Okay.
Let's just do Count Smokula's major affirmation. Then we'll get more serious for this. Can we see Count Smokula's major affirmation? This shows how tough you have to be to survive nowadays. And today's affirmation, which we will flash up for everybody to watch and to join at home with us. The great Paul will help me. And let's see today's major affirmation right here. There it is. I will grab the world by the balls and show who's who and what's what. Let's repeat this. I will grab the world by the balls and show who's who, what's what. And this, I think this is how you got to be exactly where you are today, right? With the Aggros, the Industrial, all these bands. What's just some of the bands on the label?
Oh, we got first signing was a band called Testify.
Testify.
Then the Fair Sex.
Oh, look at that. They're showing the affirmations that this is something great. Yeah, Testify, the Fair Sex.
Plastic Noise Experience.
Plastic Noise Experience.
Seal Wolf.
Seal Wolf.
Death and Horror Incorporated.
What?
Death and Horror Incorporated.
Death and Horror Incorporated. This would scare the bejesus out of you. And these are all from Germany?
DHI, they're from Canada, but the rest of the
Canada.
bands are from Germany.
Perfect. So you travel a lot in your line of work, right?
Yes.
You have to go like a rock and roller from town to town.
Well,
understand.
not as much as we used to with the internet and people. Once you're an established label, people are sending in their demos, and we go out to see bands when we need to, but I'm not out there every day, on the sidewalk checking out everything that rolls our way.
That rolls your way. I heard, I heard that when you made a tour of the United States of America looking for active bands that would become the next superstars, you encountered some strange towns. Is this correct?
Well, I mean...
What's the strangest town you ever encountered?
The strangest town?
Yes.
Smokesylvania.
Smokesylvania. That's actually a country. The town. You've been to my hometown, Glipsch?
Sure.
Beautiful.
I love it.
I got a list here of some of the strangest cities.
Okay.
Maybe you've been here and see if there was some bands that you had discovered.
Okay.
Here, Horny Head Branch, Alabama.
Horny Head Branch.
Horny Head Branch.
Really?
Blue Ball, Delaware. You heard of this one?
Yeah, it sounds painful.
I know. Santa Claus, Georgia.
Santa Claus, really?
It's a real town. What about this one?
Sounds
Gay
blasphemous.
Head, Massachusetts. Well, okay. Hoop and Holler, Texas. You been there?
Sure.
What about Intercourse, Pennsylvania?
That's my favorite town of all time.
Of course. That's where the getting Amish industrial bands come from. What about Big Ugly, West Virginia?
Yeah, I've unfortunately been there.
Jackass Acres, Arizona?
That's a famous town now.
Famous. Bitch Mountain, New York. Not good. Yeah,
But my ex-wife was from there.
That's exactly it. What about Idiotville, Oregon?
Yeah, unfortunately, we've left a couple roadies off there.
Yeah, and Hell, Michigan?
Yeah, that's a good spot too.
And
A
of
little
course-
warm, a little warm in there.
Yeah, a little warm. How about Come Back, Indiana? Can you believe it?
It's spelled what? C-U-M?
C-U-M-B-A-C-K, Indiana. It's rough being a rock and roller on the road. Am I correct?
Yeah, it's a tough life, but someone has to live it.
Someone has to live it. Now, I understand, too, you originally got in rock and roll because of the models.
Oh, sure.
The
That's
girls, the
Why not?
drugs, the
Drugs,
sex, the rock and roll.
three things.
So I found out from the Bible. We got a reading from our Bible here.
Okay.
The Weekly World News. This shows what happened now in the wonderful world of rock and roll modeling.
Sure.
Did you know that the tomatoes don't even make it anymore? It's the dogs, the canines. There's a famous dog named Zelda. It's a British bulldog. Look at this.
Wow.
Right now, this dog is making an absolute fortune in U.S. cash money, $60 million a year
That's
for
a lot of
being
bones.
a photo. That's a lot of bones. A photo model. Look at this. Here, look. Zelda dresses up for a greeting card company. Now, look on the left. You see, this is Zelda as a punk rocker that would put punk rockers to shame. On the right, Zelda as Medusa with a snake-covered hat. Let's see some more of Zelda. A little more of Zelda. We have.
That's the end of...
Oh, Zelda. Well, maybe yes, maybe no. More pictures of the great Zelda. You know what? Maybe. Yeah, there they are. The same pictures. The punk rocker and the
Gorgeous.
Medusa.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Something like you would find on the.
That's the reason we went into this business.
We went into business for tomatoes like that to
Yeah.
turn out to be dogs.
It's all
like
worth
on the
it.
internet. Let's forget the dog and let's get right into business here. Okay, you brought us a video, right?
Sure.
Of one of the great bands of Aggro-Industrial music.
That's right.
By the name of what?
We were going to play Testify.
Testify. What's the name of the song?
Anger.
Anger.
It's a love song.
And this is a love song of anger they're from where? The great country of Germany?
Essen, Germany.
Essen?
Yeah.
This is beautiful. They ever been here?
Yeah, once.
Once?
Yeah.
Has this video ever been shown on television before?
MTV.
Yeah?
Times.
Okay, so I thought we scooped it, but you don't get to see it very much because while you're here goofing around, they're hanging out in Essen goofing around, and their video plays in Germany and Europe and Belgium and all these places. Let's just watch it. We'll get everybody at home to rate it. Write in, call us, tell us how you like this great video from Testify from Van Richter Records. Right now, watch it. Like that, yes, yes. Oh, we're back. Hey, I gotta go. We got it. I gotta. I'm telling you, just call back later, you maniac. Paul, here we are with the Count Smokula Show with the great Paul Abramson. I'm going to shake your hand one more time because you're such a captain of industry. This was a great video. I think everybody agreed. I liked it a lot. This was really rocking. They was in funny suits. They looked like crazy insect maniacs. Some of them half naked, the whole deal. So you discovered this band. Is this the correction?
Yeah.
Perfect. How'd you discover them?
They were playing a gig in a big music festival in Germany.
A big music
Yeah,
festival.
the Popcom. It's the biggest music festival in the world.
Yeah?
500 bands play there in like 3 days.
3 days.
Yeah, Cologne,
Nobody
Germany.
sleeps. Cologne?
Yeah.
Smells good.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And you discovered them. You said, I think you're the future of rock and roll. I'm going to sign you up, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I thought.
That's it,
They
kids.
were-
Point number one, play a big music festival, maybe over in Europe, and somebody will discover you. This is something great. Unbelievable. When did you start the label?
I started a label in 1993
93, where?
down in San Diego.
The great city of San Diego. And why? You was a lover of Aggro-Industrial from
Yeah.
birth?
Not from birth. Yeah, sure. Back to the Dada era. No, I had worked in, for other record labels, and the last label I worked for did a lot of industrial music, and I wanted to carry the torch.
The torch was carried on by the great Paul Abramson. Now, I want to ask you this because I understand, Paul, there's a lot of definitions, a lot of different categories of this industrial music. For example, aggro, A-G-G-R-O. To me, I always thought this had to do with tomatoes and the planting things and lettuce and cabbage and agriculture. What is aggro?
Well, I mean, there are a lot of verbiage that's thrown around in the business. I mean, aggro side of industrial is more like when we just watched, more of guitar-driven, almost crossing over to metal type.
Metal.
Yeah,
Heavy,
guitar-driven.
Heavy metal.
Guitar-driven industrial.
Okay, guitar driven. What is electro?
Electro is, more sampling and synthesizer, keyboard-driven music. Really not having any guitar in it, even though there are some bands that incorporate it, but minimal guitar work.
Now you got another category, dark wave.
Yeah, dark
What is
wave.
dark wave?
Dark wave is more like gothic, traditional older gothic music, but that also incorporates industrial. Incorporates so many different kinds of elements into it. I mean, the original definition of industrial music was, basically using machine rhythms and factory noises, and then it expanded out from there, incorporating guitars that we talked about, or the gothic elements, or keyboards. So it just covers multiple genres, basically.
Okay, what about noise music? They call it noise music. Like when your mother says, turn off that noise. Is that what she's talking about?
That's kind of subjective too, because some people think the Beatles are noise. So,
Yeah, but this is actually a category of industrial, right?
It's more of the experimental side. It's the song structure isn't that strong. It's more getting back to the kind of the roots where we basically started with just the machine rhythms and factory noises, but not really having any song structure to it.
Like the hills are alive with the sounds of music. It's when the hills making noise themselves, right?
Yeah, exactly. When the hills
Exactly.
themselves make noise.
The hills
you
make
bang a
noise.
piece of steel or whatever, that's noise. I mean,
Wow,
getting
that's
back to
noise.
the rudimentary sounds of music.
And okay, and then you got another category, ambient. What is ambient?
Ambient is kind of more like soundscapes that you would be listening to, more like spacing out, kind of, mellower side. Something you maybe hear is a score type music in the background of a movie, something along those lines.
Wow. So what do you think is the most popular form at this moment?
Well, the guitar-driven, aggro, because it, crosses over to metal, and that's probably where the biggest fan base is right now for this type of music.
The heavy metaloid.
Yeah, the metal side.
Oh boy, that's what I like. Like the Van Halogens
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
and the Bon Jovis.
Sure.
This is all like that? Only heavier.
Heavier, more, incorporating, the industrial sound into it, not so pop-driven.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Really
More
loud.
angry,
and
aggressive.
And
more-
people dance to this, right?
Yeah, definitely.
They come together in clubs,
Yeah, clubs, even concerts.
concerts, bar mitzvahs,
festivals, sure.
weddings,
Sure.
everything.
Why not? It
everything.
goes with everything.
It goes with everything.
Yeah.
It's something great.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, ketchup. It goes with everything.
Ketchup. You brought another band for us to watch, right?
Yes, I brought the more of a electro band.
Electro.
Yeah.
That was, the electro. Hey, if electricity comes from electrons, does morality come from morons?
Why not?
I don't know. All right. Which is the name of this band?
A Plastic Noise Experience.
And they're also from?
They're from Hamburg, Germany.
Hamburg, the Plastic Noise Experience. Let's just watch the video and we'll rate it. Plastic Noise!
drink overflow. Sense of contention. Just what you get, how do you care? Pain, construction set. Feeling too much, bleeding anywhere. Pain, construction set. Last regression. Start connecting the core. Breaking the passion. Get some more. Just what you get. How do you care? Pain, construction set. Bleeding anywhere. What you get? Do you care? Construction set. Anywhere. Bleeding anywhere. Anywhere. Bleeding anywhere.
I like that. That was the Plastic Noise Experience. They was angry. They was really angry. What they called it, the last regression. What this means, the last regression.
The band's angry and pissed off.
They're pissed off. The hamburgers, why are they pissed off? They've been cooked
living
too
in
long.
Germany.
In Germany. Yeah, like Gewurzgewächs says, if you're pissed off, make yourself a video. And I reckon the whole deal. It's unbelievable. So what's the future plans for this record label? And where's it going?
Well, we hope, to keep putting out good records, good industrial records.
Yeah.
Staying, true to what we do. Old school industrial,
Yeah.
and hopefully one of these bands even gets successful.
Yeah,
With
successful.
Guys like you,
That's
promoting
it.
us.
Well, because I believe in what you're doing. You're working from your heart and soul to bring these great angry bands to the United States of America and around the world.
Yeah.
Right? Where's the biggest fan base?
Probably the U.S., believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, we probably do better here than even in Europe.
You mean this is the place?
Yeah.
That's what I thought when I left Smokesylvania, because I got a confession to make, Paul.
What?
Secretly, your account and mine is an Aggro-Industrial artist.
Really?
That's it.
I did not know this.
I didn't tell you this because this is a secret. This was a surprise for you.
Really?
This is a world premiere.
Oh, right on.
The world premiere of the Count's video.
Okay.
I want to be a hero, we call this. And I want you to see it now because I want to see if you think this could go in the great world market of the Aggro-Industrials, etc. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready. I'm
You
holding,
watch this
holding
because-
tight here.
Hold this. Grammys, you wait for this. This is going to be something, you're going to love it. Look at this, the Count in his actual glory.
If this wicked foil should ever bring you down, baby, please don't frown. Put on your nicest and skip this red gown. I'll be a grown-up big daddy-o. Imagine you hear me singing on the radio. Singing songs of love and joy. For every poor misguided, toiling boy.
No, I wanted it. We're running from the time they told us. What you got, Paul? You got somebody on the line?
Yeah, hi, Clive. Yeah, we got to get this guy signed up. He's going to be a huge smash. Oh, yeah, it's for you.
Oh, it's for me? Clive, what's shaking, baby? Yeah, we got a record deal. Perfect. I'll be there. How much? How many zeros? No, at the end, Clive. Zeros at the end. We'll be there. We're on tour. Yahoo! This is something great. Paul, I want you to rate this. This is, we couldn't show the whole videos because we're running from the time. I got with me the great Paul Abramson, the chairman of the board of Van Richter Records. This is the Van Richter scale of music depreciation that goes from miserable, horrible, terrible, not bad, cool, excellent, and wonderful. Paul, what do you think of that?
It's not involved. It's
What?
not even in there.
It's not there.
Okay.
What do you think? How you
Wonderful on the top of the tit here.
but this is great. This is an unbelievable. I got a wonderful. You see, I'm in it deep. We want to thank Paul, the great head of Van Richters, for being here. We want to thank all of you for tuning in, you crazy sugars, and watching the Count Smokula Show at home. Let's do the dance of joy, a little industrial dance here with this squeeze box. See you next time.
Don't wanna be your zero. I wanna be your hero. Wanna be your hero tonight. Let's go. Let's do life's a show. You love you. You'll be